That's weird. That is real weird. Did like a countdown thing and then it stopped. Hi, how's it going? So I've done this before, usually on Mental Health Monday. I like to throw a post out with the hearts, right? You've probably seen it before. So how's your mental health doing? Is it great? Is it okay? Is it meh? Are you hanging in there? Are you struggling or are you not good? And every time I do this, I'm like, you know what? I should really like talk to people about this because I always feel weird when I'm, throwing out a message and I'm just commenting back and forth. So it's nice to be able to actually speak like this and see you. At least you can see me somewhat. So hi. If you don't know me, I'm Riggs, but of course you know me, or maybe you don't. That's really weird. What up, Doug? Thanks for watching. But I thought the audio rooms that they have here they're terrible. They're not great because I can't interact. Like I can't see who's watching. I can't see that Doug said hello. I can't see. Ooh, look, Rosie's watching from Melbourne. I wouldn't be able to see that with the rooms. So thanks to StreamYard for being awesome, and thanks to our sponsor today, Hardhead. Hardhead helps. All right, hold on, it's over on this side of the screen. You've probably seen this logo. You've probably seen the shirts. Hardhead, mental health life coaching coming soon. Coming soon. Oh look, it's Billy. What up, Billy? Thanks for checking in, Billy. Trying to get through the week. That's what we're all doing, man. Kelly Johnson's watching. Kelly Johnson's my neighbor. Kelly Johnson just had a birthday over the weekend and got Customer of the Year award at the Point After in Franklin. Shout out to Kelly Johnson. Um, so give a check in. What's up, Charlene? Say hello. How are you? Just let me know how your mental health is doing today. I posted a blog today on my website, heartheadhelps.com. If you haven't checked that out, I don't even know if it's up there yet, but it should be. I was talking about positive self-talk and how we're really bad at it. It's like probably one of the worst things that we do. What up, Jessica? How are you? Thanks for hanging in over there. Jessica is a skydiver. I hope Jessica's skydiving license is going okay. Now, positive self-talk, because we're really good at saying bad things to ourselves. Like when you screw something up, you're like, I'm just so dumb. I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. Your brain doesn't decipher you saying negative things to yourself or someone else saying negative things to you. For example, if you like locked yourself in a room and somebody was just yelling at you, calling you names for like a year and a half, that's bad, obviously, because you would be stuck with this trauma with somebody just yelling at you and saying horrible things to you all the time. It's the same thing if you're doing that internally with your brain. So in effect, when you are saying this negative self-talk and this critical self-talk that we always do, you're bullying yourself in your brain is what's going on, because your brain can't tell the difference. It doesn't know if it's coming from an external force or an internal force. It just knows that negative thoughts are coming into your brain. How do I deal with this? Well, fight or flight mode kicks in. Now you start going into a shame spiral. So the positive self-talk really, really helps. And the next time you have like critical thoughts coming into your brain and you start thinking like, hmm, I have some critical thoughts. Why am I worrying about what other people think? Remember to have positive self-talk. All right. There's 4 questions you can ask yourself the next time you're having one of those critical thoughts. Next time you're thinking something really bad about yourself. And I found this in an article and it's from a doctor, so it's reputable. And I'm assuming it works. So there's 4 critical self-thought questions that you can ask yourself. You could take notes on this if you want to, or just watch because I'll put them up on the screen as we move along. So the first question, the next time you have a negative self-thought, think to yourself, is this thought true? Like, is it really true? Like if you said that you're dumb, is it true that you're dumb? No, of course you're not. You're living, you're breathing, you're speaking. You've obviously got an education of some sort. You can operate Facebook, you can type in comments. You're doing just fine. Of course you're not dumb. Is the thought true? No, it's probably not. Second question, is it absolutely true? Because you probably said yes. Of course I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm stupid. No. Is it absolutely true? Are you incapable of thinking? Look up the definition of stupid. Do you match that definition? Absolutely, without a doubt. The answer is probably not. So move on to the third question. What does it feel like when you have this thought? Obviously, when you have a negative self-thought, you don't feel good about yourself, right? You're feeling bad about yourself because you're just piling on the nonsense inside your own head. So what does it feel like when you have this thought? Well, it doesn't feel good. I feel kind of sad. I feel kind of upset. Kind of pisses me off a little bit that I'm having these self-thoughts. And then the fourth question to ask yourself when you're having critical self-thoughts, what would it be like if I didn't have that thought? Wouldn't it be so much better? Wouldn't it be nice to say something positive to yourself? Like, you know what? I tried really hard to the best of my ability with all of the knowledge that I have and all of the experience that I have. Maybe you feel like you're a bad parent for a day and you're like, I'm just the worst parent in the world. I can't do anything right. you can do something right. Your kids are still alive, right? You're obviously doing something right. So give yourself some credit and ask yourself those 4 questions the next time you're having critical self thoughts. Like, really think about why you're having those negative thoughts and try to just push them out of your brain, because you have to be your own biggest cheerleader. Because if no one else is, you have to be your own biggest self advocate. So do that for yourself. All right. Positive self talk. It's good stuff right there. Going back and looking at the comments. What up, Chris? Thanks for watching. Hello, Shar. What up, Jessica? Hello, Rebecca. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Um, the other thing I wanted to check in about was, how they say the physical and the mental health can affect you? Like your physical health affects your mental health. And I've had an injury. In case you didn't know, I've got an arm injury. Look, can you see my scar? Look at that thing. I got a scar right there. Yeah, broke my arm, and I broke my coccyx. That's my tailbone. But the thing is, and I'll get to this in a second, how like the physical and mental health kind of relate. You can't see mental injuries, but you can see physical injuries, right? That's why it's so difficult for people with mental health conditions to actually reach out for help, because you can't see them. You don't know what's going on inside. You just think, oh, they look fine. Everything's going all right. I had the same thing happening to me with my physical injuries. I'll explain this. Because when I had my arm broken, all I had was a sling for maybe a couple weeks, and then I had a surgery. They took the sling off, and I look like I'm fine. Does it look like I broke my arm? No, it didn't look like I had broken my arm. Didn't look like I broken my tailbone either, because I can still walk. You can still move around. So here I was with 2 pretty decent physical injuries, but it didn't look like I had them. So I started to internalize that a little bit, right? I was like, well, it doesn't look like I'm hurt. I can do this. I got this. I can carry groceries in. I can lift that. I can carry this around. I can bend over and pick this up. But the thing is, I couldn't, and I shouldn't have been doing any of that stuff. And I was pushing myself to do it because I was like, well, I look fine on the outside. Why am I complaining? Isn't that kind of how people who have mental health conditions act as well? Like, you don't want to burden someone else with your problems. So you just keep them inside and you're like, I got this on my own. I totally got this on my own. And men are the worst at doing this. The absolute worst. Men are the worst, myself included. I'm just the same one to blame, because I want to feel like I got it on my own. I'm like, sure, I broke my arm. I broke my tailbone, but I mean, I did it to myself. I was the dummy that fell. So I should be able to do this on my own, but I can't. So I had to speak up. And it was hard to do, because when I have to ask my wife, like, can you pick up the slow cooker from underneath the cabinets and put it up on the counter? I can't pick up the slow cooker. Like, I have to admit that I have these problems. Like, you have to force yourself to say, hey, I'm not okay. I need a little bit of help. You got to push through that part of asking for help, because it really feels better once you start doing it. Because you know what happened when I told my wife? I was like, look, I can't do that. I can't carry that. I broke my arm. Remember? I know it doesn't look like I did, but I can't use my arm right now. So I had to communicate that to people, because if you're not communicating that to people and saying, yo, I've got something going on today. I've really not been in a good mood, been kind of depressed lately. Um, you got to communicate that to people so that they know what's up, so that they can help you out, help them help you. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Somebody else texted in, what I agree. I've been battling severe depression and anxiety since your dad passed away in 2009. I'm sorry to hear that, Tina, but tell me something good that happened about your dad. Type in a good memory about your dad, because you got to remember the good times. So I'm sorry to hear about that. Somebody else said, I missed it on the air a while back, how your injury happened. What happened? Great question. Great question. I'll give you some options. This is the best, right? How did I break my arm? I either fell off of a ladder while I was helping my friend get a kite out of a tree, or it was band landing after a skydive, or I was trying to help my mother-in-law get out of bed. She fell back on me and I broke my arm and I busted my. You can pick whichever story you think is best. All of them are just fine. Feel free to spread whatever rumor you want to spread about that. But it was interesting for me, and it's been interesting the past 6 or 8 weeks since I got my broken arm and my broken tailbone, to be able to admit that I needed help, because I literally could not do things on my own, but it appeared on the outside that I was just fine. And it made me think a lot about the whole mental to physical connection, and how many people walk around with mental injuries on the inside that we can't even see, and they just act like everything's fine on their own and they got it. And there's some strength in that, but there's also a lot of strength in asking for help and reaching out and telling somebody, yo, Give me a hand real quick. Can I just vent to you real quick? Can I just get something off my chest? I just need to get it out there. You're going to feel way better. Just communicate to people, because if they don't know, they can't help you. You can't just walk around shoving it inside, especially talking to men there. So, I guess I'm going to end on a positive note, kind of. Somebody said, "Oh, look, Beatrice survived Monday. Anxiety and depression are not ruling today. Good for you. Good for you, Beatrice. You are living your life. You are not letting your life live you." And that's how it should be. Um, I'm leaving. My wife and I are going on a trip this week. We're going to Utah. We're leaving Wednesday morning. Something we planned a couple of weeks ago because her mother was living with us for 2 months, which was great. It's great. It's great. Having her mother-in-law live with us for 2 months. So she's now back in Florida doing her own thing, living her best life. So we are going to live our best life, and we need to get out of the house. And I'd been cooped up so long with this injury. So we're going to go take a little trip, and it was nice to have something to look forward to. So type something that you're looking forward to, like one thing that you are looking forward to doing maybe in the next week. It could be, and I used to do this. I used to facilitate a suicide support groups, survivors of suicide loss support group. It's a tongue twister, but survivors of suicide loss support group. This was the 2-hour group meeting that we would have, and at the end, I always did this exercise. I always said, let's think of one positive thing that you have to look forward to in the next week. It could be anything. It could be a meal that you're having tonight. It could be you going to bed and laying down your head. It could be something you have planned for next week. Maybe you have people coming over. Maybe you're going to visit your relatives that you like. Maybe you have a friend coming over. Maybe you're cooking a dinner for yourself, but something to look forward to. And I like to end meetings and really anything mental health related on a positive note, because it keeps people looking forward and gives you something to look forward to. Like, we're looking forward to taking this trip this week. We've been looking forward to it for 2 weeks. And then after that, God, who knows what? Just think of something positive that you have to look forward to. That way you have something when those days get bad, when those times get really crappy, and you're like, ugh, this is the worst. You can look forward to that one thing, keep it in the back of your head. Today sucks, but this weekend, I'm going out for brats with the boys, or going out for pedicures with the girls, or whatever you happen to be doing over the weekend. And then you tuck that away, that good thing, that thing you have planned in the back of your mind, and be like, you know what? I got something to look forward to. So today might suck ass, a big bowl of whatever. I don't know if I should swear on here. I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't swear on here, but when the days get bad, you got something to look forward to. So always have something you can look forward to. Put it in the back of your mind there. Heather says, looking forward to pizza tonight and camping this weekend near the lake. Fresh air. Fresh air is so good. So good to get out and get some fresh air when you can. Look at that, Billy. Riggs is an awesome dude to vent to. I appreciate you hopping off. Great information. Always provide a wonderful insight on how to handle some of life's hardest struggles. That's how I roll, Billy. That's how we roll here. And thanks again to our sponsor, Hearthead, which is mental health life coaching. If you're not familiar, I should probably just say this because I've been telling it to like people here and there, some friends. You've probably seen my logo. You're probably wondering what that is. Some people have the shirts, and I appreciate that. Hearthead is my kind of mental health initiative that I'm doing. All right. Hearthead is basically it's the bridge between not talking to anybody and going to see a therapist, because I don't think everybody needs to see a therapist, but I think that everybody needs to talk to somebody. So what we do at Hearthead is we provide mental health life coaching, so we can take you in whatever situation you happen to be in. Maybe you're dealing with some depression. Maybe you've been really anxious lately, or maybe you're not really sure what it is about your mental health, but you know that something's going on. We can help you out and help you come together with a plan to kind of, set your feelings in order, kind of give you an action plan to kind of take what's right with you, harness that, and then put you on another level, put you on a path to, happiness, because nobody deserves to walk around wondering what the heck's going on with their mental health. And there's a lot of conversations about mental health going on, and it's so complex that we can help you sort through that. And I'm getting certified in something called positive psychology. So it's using scientific methods to basically bring out your best human flourishing and what it's all about. That's kicking off later this year, probably November, but I have to dot some T's and cross some lowercase J's on the business stuff. But the website's kind of up and working a little bit. It's heartheadhelps.com is the website. Look at that. God bless you, Riggs. Thank you, Pepe. Appreciate that. And Tina says, my dad would take us to Canada fishing for our family vacation. That's a nice memory about your dad. Hold on to those good memories with your dad, Tina. Those are the good ones. Even on the bad days, think about the times when he took you fishing. That'll keep you in a good mood. So yeah, there you go. The website, Hardhead Helps, if you're interested. It's scrolling around down at the bottom right there. If you'd like to sign up for the email list, I'll let you know as things progress and as I start taking on some pro bono clients and things like that and helping people out as much as I can, because that's really what I want to do. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy talking on the radio and I talk for a living, but I also fancy myself a somewhat okay listener. So talking for 16 minutes like this is sometimes a struggle, but I can do it. I can push through it for you. So check out Hardhead Helps. You can follow it on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. And that's what I got up my sleeve. And you're one of the very few people that know about it. So thank you. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate your attention. And I think that's all I had to say. So thank you all for your comments. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll make this a regular thing. If you're watching at a later date, comment if you liked it, if you hated it, you thought it was stupid, you think I should never do it again. That's fine too. I'll probably do it anyways because I don't really care what you think. I'm here for you anyways. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the day. Make good life decisions.